Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Obelisk Lounge. This is Priestess Ifa Karede, and today I'm going to be reading on this T.I. and Tiny situation. I'm going to be looking into like what was Sabrina's motivations for bringing it out. Candy and Todd's, rumored involvement. Like I'm really not sure about that, but I'm going to be pulling some cards to see what's going on. How the industry is responding or will respond to him. Are they going to get indicted like T.I. and Tiny? Like, are they going to get indicted and things like that? And anything else that may come out, in this situation. And so the first thing I want to do is read Sabrina's motivation. So, Egungun and ancestors who vibrate only on the highest levels of love and compassion. What was Sabrina's motivation for coming out with this information on T.I. and Tiny? Like, what was the motivation for them coming out, or for her coming out with this information about T.I. and Tiny? Ooh, the card for the addict. My God, today. Goodness, they just came out the bag. The card for the mother. Okay. Let's see. What was... I feel like I need to shuffle a few more. What was Sabrina's motivation? Ooh. Card for the guide, the bully. The guide. And let's get one more card. The destroyer. My goodness. My God, today. Okay. All right. So the card for the addict, her motivation. Well, actually, I'm not even going to read these in order. I'm just going to tell it as a story as I'm kind of just getting it. So basically, with the card for the addict and things like that coming out in the bully, she feels some type of empathy for the women and for, the situation, because she is a mother. I feel like, because people have talked about how Sabrina is shiesty, like she has like a shiesty past and things like that. But honestly, with the card for the mother coming out, I do feel as though that nurturing side of her does want justice for these women if this information is true about them. Like about what T.I. and Tiny and whomever, okay, that, may be involved, were doing to these women. So I do see that she is that she's empathetic, but she also is like, I feel like, with the card for the addict coming out, I feel like she may be addicted to to fame or power, having the upper hand or something like that in this situation, because the shadow attribute of the mother card also talks about smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. And so I feel like this could actually be the situation that maybe like the straw that broke the camel's back between Sabrina and Tiny, or their just relationship in general, like between Tiny and T.I. or whomever, all like that whole friend group and things like that. I do think that she's just not really down with that lifestyle that they live anymore. It wasn't very beneficial to her. But with this card for the bully and the destroyer coming out, I do think that there is somebody behind the scenes. Like, it's like I'm seeing somebody else like informing Sabrina. Like, I don't see that this information, like that, it's not something that she came out with all by herself. Like it was induced. I feel like she was told to come out with this information, which is why the card for the addict did come out. Because I just say she was like addicted to like fame or something like that. I think that, or not fame, but just power and like prominence, or just like a certain type of lifestyle, or like griminess, or just whatever, not just like, it can also be addicted to drugs and stuff like that too. They were drugging folks, you know what I'm saying? And things like that. Maybe she didn't want it to happen to her kids either, you know what I'm saying? Like, the possibilities are limitless. But also with the card for the bully coming out, I do see that she was approached by somebody though. I think that she was approached by somebody to bring this information out. I see it being like another male. It could have been maybe a like detective, or maybe somebody that you probably wouldn't expect to prompt her to come out or to come forward with this information though, but I don't see that it was just on her own doing. Like somebody else prompted her to release this information. And with the card for the guide coming out, yeah, they have been guiding her to release this information. With the card for the guide, I think that this is somebody that has been spying on T.I. and Tiny for like a very long time, or it could be somebody that maybe just has some type of involvement with them and things like that. Because with the card for the destroyer coming out, I mean, obviously whomever this is, these people, because I feel like it's like maybe like 2 or 3 people behind the scenes that are like pulling the strings for Sabrina. Because like I said, like her motivation behind doing this isn't because she was the person that came out with the idea to expose it. Like it's somebody else that told her, hey, we got some stuff on you. You know what I'm saying? We know that you were in this situation as well with the card for the addict and the guide coming out, because it also came out that Shekinah say that Sabrina was recruiting girls and stuff like that for T.I. and Tiny. And so this person behind the scenes is looking to destroy basically, I mean, the T.I. and Tiny empire, whatever that may be. I don't know. I really don't pay attention to celebrity news like that. So let me know, you know what I'm saying, in the comments down below if any of this is making sense to you guys. But yeah, I mean, obviously, like they just ready to like just destroy, you know, their whole life, destroy their whole empire. This person, I feel like could be bullying, but what's the word? Not extortion. It's not extortion. Y'all help me out in the comments down below, the word I'm looking for. But basically trying to like use Sabrina's past, okay, her past, against her to go ahead and present this information, because I see her being a bit hesitant, especially with the card for the mother coming out. I do see her being hesitant to release the information before, but with this person holding this past over her head and things like that, she succumbed. You know what I'm saying? She went ahead and she succumbed to it because, you know, she's thinking about, you know, her life as a mother, you know, or her, you know, or her position in life, period, whether that be, you know, through, you know, her being a parent or through her career and things like that as well. I don't know if she has children. If she does, let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, I don't follow these celebrity people, you know, so just let me know how accurate this is down below, because it's a lot of behind the scenes energy moving. Like it's not her, it's not just her, and it wasn't her idea to bring the information forth. So now I want to know what about Candy and Todd's involvement? Or no, because it's this dude behind the scene. So I want to, or these people. So Egungun, show me who ancestors who vibrate on the highest levels of love. Look, boom, shakalaka, the networker flew right out. Yeah, this is somebody that knows them. Egungun, who describe these people? These people or this man that prompted Sabrina to bring this information to light. Describe them for us. Ancestors who vibrate on the highest level of love and compassion, my great and mighty Egungun. Who these men? Okay, who this man? Who this woman? The judge. Yeah, this is somebody, like I said, that's involved in legal. Like, didn't I say he was a detective? Look at it. This literally flew out. And usually I don't, you know, it depends, like with certain stuff flying out, I know when a message is flying out and when it's just, you know, my user error from shuffling. But this, the way this flew out and the way this shot out, look at this. Like, this is right on the money. Like, this is somebody that I think potentially could have probably been the person at the parties and things like that too, because this is somebody that knows about this situation, that has known about this for a very long time, what T.I. and Tiny have been doing. Oh my goodness. And so now I feel like T.I. didn't pay somebody. Like, I don't know if he maybe pay his pussy bill or something, you know, like another just flew out the card for the advocate. So I think this person, I think this is for personal gain though. With the card for the advocate flying out, like how we just did, yeah, all of these cards flying out, this is not somebody that is just upstanding that came out with this information to Sabrina. This isn't somebody, like, they're doing this all for personal gain. Like, it's not just because, you know, what T.I. and Tiny have been doing to these women allegedly. I have to say allegedly, of course, you know, it's not because it's not because they really want them to win. They're trying to paint a particular picture. They're trying to expose, or not even paint, they're trying to expose the picture, but then also paint it a certain way as well. Because with the advocate and then the storyteller coming out, they, like, their intentions behind doing this aren't sound. Yeah, at war. The card for the destroyer came out earlier about Sabrina's motivation. Now the card for the warrior, like, this person is out for blood. This is most certainly somebody that T.I. and Tiny crossed in some capacity. I feel like it may be over money. It may be over maybe some type of, because isn't it always over money? But I feel like it may be over some type of like business deal between them. Like, somebody that T.I. and Tiny didn't hold up their end of the bargain in some capacity. And so now these people behind the scenes are going after them. This networker and the judge, this is most certainly somebody that's involved in the legal system that knows everything. You know what I'm saying? And so now they have Sabrina parading around as this faux advocate slash probably a real advocate. Maybe, I don't want to do her like that, but it did come out that she really didn't want to, but you know, allegedly. But anywho, all right, advocate, this faux advocate, or her coming out as an advocate, but their intentions are to destroy the empire, which, I mean, is fine. I don't care what your intentions are, just as long as, you know, these women, you know, get justice if it is true what was going on, you know, like with them, you know, to some capacity. But where there is smoke, y'all, there is fire. But yeah, this is somebody, just to go ahead and wrap it up, and so I can get to pulling other things, or looking into other things in this situation. Somebody in the legal system that has been knowing for a very long time what has actually been going on at those parties and things like that, but they just, you know, didn't release it. And so now I want to look into what is Candy and Todd's involvement in Gungun. If y'all are enjoying this reading, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And then also subscribe to the channel. If you want to book a personal reading, you can click my link in the description box. It is www.theobelisklounge.com. So Gungun, what is Candy and Todd's involvement, if any, in this situation with T.I. and Tiny, with them drugging and, you know, doing all this crazy stuff to these women without their consent? Five of Clubs, Seven of Diamonds, Eight of Spades. Candy and Todd's involvement. They actually are not involved in it. Like, they were aware of it. With the Five of Clubs coming out, I don't see that Candy was involved. For some reason, I feel like Todd is separate. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and just throw that out there, that allegedly, I feel like he may be separate. But for some reason, I'm not seeing Candy. They knew what was going on. Like, Candy knew what was going on. I don't think she went. I don't see her going to the parties. But for some reason, allegedly, okay, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. I'm literally seeing her probably going behind Todd's back and doing it. I mean, not her. I see Todd going behind her back and maybe going to like one or a few. Like, I see him going, but I don't, for some reason, I feel like Candy was like, nah, I don't want to get into all of that. I feel like maybe he only maybe went to maybe like a one or a few. But they were aware of what was going on. They know how they friends got down. They knew, but they chose to be blind to it. With the Ace of Hearts, Candy was like, you're not gonna mess up her money. Like, she's more so concerned about her money and also her overall reputation and things like that. I don't really see it being a moral thing for her. Like, she wasn't saying that she wasn't gonna be involved with them based off of just, you know, being a good person, because you shouldn't do that to people and things like that. It was more so based off because you're not gonna mess up my money. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging her, you know, for that. I'm looking at her kind of sideways. You know what I'm saying? But, child, let me just read the cards, okay? This ain't about me. This is about these crazy people. But anywho, Basically, I feel like Ty went to a few, if not one. I don't see him going to like the really, really maybe. I don't see him getting as wild and as crazy as T.I. and Tiny though. Like I think they maybe were like a bit too much for him, because I don't see him going like, or maybe.